Kia ora, David Tibanelli here from the Māori Doctors Group, Te Ahurata o Aotearoa. Today I want to talk about the changing definition of self-isolation. So people, we all understand being in a bubble, don't we? Your family, inside one house, maybe two houses. You only have contact with these people. You can go out for shopping, you can go out for healthcare, you can go out for exercise. And we understand physical distancing, it's a 2-metre thing, no hongi, no hugs and no kisses. Self-isolation used to be staying at home, don't share beds, don't share linen, don't share food utensils until a negative test came back, and it used to apply to those who'd come back from overseas. It's changed. Self-isolation still applies to those who had symptoms and went off to get a test done. So if you had a test done because you had a cough or a cold, you need to self-isolate until your test comes back negative. But there's a new word now called assisted self-isolation. And assisted self-isolation is now for those who are coming back from overseas. All returning travellers now have to stay in a hotel designated by the government. They have to stay self-isolated and they've got to stay there for 2 weeks. They may go out for exercise. Anybody who comes back from overseas with symptoms, that is, that they're sick, they're under quarantine. The difference between quarantine and assisted self-isolation is very small. It just means that those under quarantine cannot go out for exercise. So those last two, assisted self-isolation and quarantine, have kind of changed. It means that the government has tightened up the borders. Good. It'll help us stop the transmission of COVID around the community, and it's important that we understand clearly what these terms mean. So, koe rā tonu ngā mihi, ngā kōrero I tēnei rā, nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou.